Soul Calibur 6. Ask any adventurer, and they'll know of Verci, a wealthy merchant from South Italy, and his underground treasury, the Money Pit. After getting rich in the weapons trade and earning the title of Merchant of Death, Verci set sail with his fleet to find the legendary Soul Edge. But during his quest, Verci learned his entire fortune had been lost in the chaos of a war that broke out in Italy. Half crazed, Verci hid what little he had left in the impenetrable Money Pit, located on a small island in the Mediterranean. There he stationed a grotesque guardian, who silently and mercilessly disposed of all who entered, quickly becoming the fear of all looters. In recent years, however, a new rumor began to spread among some adventurers. Historic rainfall had caused flooding in the Money Pit, destroying most of its traps. The Guardian had also vanished, leaving the treasure free for the taking.
I can't believe we got through the Money Pit that easily. Thanks for the help, Ivy.
Looks like that tip about the money pit being abandoned was true.
Yeah, all we had to do was rely on that trusty sword of yours. Traps don't scare us as long as we have you. But hey, aren't you gonna take any of the treasure for yourself?
I only care for items related to Soul Edge, and I already have what I wanted. Now I just need to find Verci's notes.
Always so serious. You're beautiful and you're strong, so, you know, we could... Huh? What the hell is that?
The sword's resonating?
Hey, what did you go quiet for? Whoa, don't drop the treasure there! Huh? Oh, this is a head!
Above you! Ready your weapon! I knew this was too good to be true. That's your target, Blade. The Guardian! Ha! Slice up everything that comes near us, Blade! I missed? Oh no! Ugh, I'm at a disadvantage fighting here! My blade! Show me the way out!
In the deepest room of the dark underground vault, there was a magnificent sarcophagus and chair illuminated by torchlight. Before it stood a lanky, grotesque man, the Guardian feared by looters, with his head bowed in respect. His name was Voldo, a dark vestige of the talented man who had once served as Verci's right hand. Long years underground had robbed Voldo of his sight and sanity. Before his dead master's sarcophagus, he reported his failures. Voldo deeply regretted the fact that he had left the money pit for 3 years in order to find Soul Edge. And although he was completely alone, Voldo heard a familiar voice.
Thank you for your report, Voldo. With new challenges often come failure. Learn from your failures, and you shall be wiser. While you were in the outside world, the money pit was flooded, and the traps were all destroyed. Now then, enough lamenting. You have important work to do. But there's one thing we must do first. I'm sure you have felt it, right? The aura emanating from the swordswoman Ivy. My merchant's intuition speaks to me. That aura comes from the legendary sword I spent years seeking, Soul Edge. She also stole a portion of my notes, which are some of my most valuable possessions. And of course, we can't let the other thieving rats get away with the treasure they stole. Therefore, Voldo, I shall give you 2 missions. Your first is to track down that woman and acquire all the clues you can concerning Soul Edge. Your second is to reclaim my notes, as well as all the pieces of my collection that were stolen. Some of the vermin still remain on this island. Exterminate them first, and reclaim what they stole. I'm counting on you, my loyal servant.
Look at the jewel on this sword! That's really something. Not that I expected any less from Verci's collection.
What was that sound? The wind? Ah!
I've got this! I've got this!
The adventurers had looted a number of the strange weapons Verci had collected. With Verci's treasure before him, Voldo reminisced as he held in his hands an unusual pair of blades from India. Amid the moonlight reflecting off the blood-stained blades, old memories began to resurface in his mind.
What? You've never seen a pair of Jamadars? They're also known as Wundi daggers. Other merchants call them guitars, but they're mistaken. If you wish to become the next merchant of death, you'll need to learn all about weapons and their uses. Here, I'll lend them to you, but make sure you return them to me. My instincts tell me they will be a good match for you. Go on, give them a swing.
Ivy's scent was fading, but that did little to hinder Voldo. Honing his senses for years underground had given him something of a sixth sense, which allowed him to sense invisible auras that people leave behind. As Voldo moved north, tracking Ivy's unique aura, he continued reclaiming the treasures stolen from his master.
Hand it over, Grandpa!
Wait! Take anything you want but this!
Why? Because that one will fetch the highest prize?
What was that? I just heard footsteps.
My leg!
What's happening?
I don't care what kind of monster you are. You'll not have what my brother left to me.
The scent of Verchi's treasures wafted up from the golden blade that the old merchant cradled. It was the item that launched Verchi's quest for the golden treasures of the Orient, prior to his search for Soul Edge.
You want to stop looking for Soul Edge?
Verchi, we just began your search for the golden treasures of the Orient. And now you want to go off looking for a sword that's nothing more than a rumor? You must be mad.
You're either a wolf or a sheep, Enrico. It's hunt or be hunted. And only the bold come out on top. Bad enough about this. I'll lead the search for Soul Edge. And you, Voldo, will assist me each step of the way.
What? But he's so young. He isn't even family. Wait, Verchi! Wait. Your weapons, your face. It can't be. Yon. Oh, forgive me. If only I would have protected our fortune during the war, Verchi would still be here. You can have the blade. You didn't take the sword?
Perhaps Voldo decided that he only needed to recover what had been truly stolen. Whatever the case, Voldo soon disappeared, leaving the golden blade with the old merchant. Tracking Ivy's aura, Voldo eventually came to a desolate Spanish port town. That's when he realized something. He had once visited this port, at a time when it still thrived. However, the aura's trail only led him to the ruins of an establishment known as the Blacktail Inn. The next thing Voldo knew, he was surrounded by spirits of the dead.
Steal, kill, and steal again. Cervantes, curse you!
The scent of the ocean breeze, the whispers of the name Cervantes by the dead. Together, they caused a distant memory to surge up from the deep recesses of Voldo's mind. Enlist the help of the notorious pirate Cervantes de Leon in your quest for Soul Edge. A mission to negotiate with a pirate infamous for his cruelty meant almost certain death. Still, Voldo journeyed to Cervantes' haunt, the Blacktail Inn, in order to carry out his duty.
So, Verci's offering me 12 Saker cannons, along with this pistol sword you brought. It's certainly a rare item. I see Verci taught you something about the art of appraisal. It's curious, though. If he wanted to ask a favor of me, then why did he not come here in person? Instead, he sent a whelp like you! My. A bullet grazes your cheek, and you don't even blink. Not bad. I've taken a liking to this weapon. 4 top-of-the-line culverin cannons, and 4 falconets. I want Virtue to send me the same things he gave to the Spanish Armada. I'll accept the deal, and let you return with good news. It will be good for a little amusement, at least.
As Voldo tracked Ivy east, her aura growing ever stronger, he became aware of 2 things. The first was that Ivy had crossed the mountains and was now moving west. The other was that he was not alone in this hunt. Some unknown group was also secretly tracking Ivy. Regardless of who they were, Voldo had no doubt they would only hinder his mission. So it was that Voldo decided to utilize the mountainous terrain to hunt down the hunters.
The doomed woman with the blood of the cursed sword in her veins. I don't like the idea of being ordered to eliminate a mere woman. And why do we need so many people?
Once you see her blade in action, you'll change your mind.
Don't worry. I'm ready for whatever happens. But something's off. We should have been engaging the enemy by now. Where's the signal? What the?
Who the hell's this? Being attacked by an unidentified entity. I need to report. Ah!
Having fun? Oh, right. I forgot you have no sense of humor. Never thought the day would come when I'd be saved by you. Don't expect me to thank you. Long time no see, Guardian. Or should I say, Voldo. I could sense you approaching. I've gained a lot of experience since we last met, you know. I also did a little research. Research on the Merchant of Death, and the young man who worked as his shrewd right-hand man. As someone whose life was also ruined by that cursed sword, it's hard not to feel sorry for you. I know. You want this box, right? Then fight me and win it back. I see you too, possessed by a spirit. Huh? I still owe you for before. Mediocre. I still owe you for before. That's it?
Battle 2. Fight!
I'll make you submit! A loyal blade, void of any hesitation. You know, I feel a little envious of you now. I don't need this anymore. Take it. But let me tell you one thing. The soul edge you seek has already been destroyed. If you want to see for yourself, head to Ostreinsburg. Farewell.
After throwing Verci's box back to Voldo, Ivy leapt off the cliff and used her snake sword to disappear into the mountains. Voldo could have followed her, but the risk of dropping the precious box was too great. Since he had already collected several other treasures, Voldo decided to return to the money pit. Standing before Verci's sarcophagus once more, Voldo bowed his head and gave his report. Before long, amid an eerie glow, Verci appeared before his loyal servant.
Welcome back. You have my thanks for completing both your missions. I find it hard to believe that Soul Edge was destroyed, but we will learn the truth in time. First, we should rejoice that my treasures are now back where they belong. Also, the woman may have stolen a portion of my notes, but in this box are our letters. The letters we exchanged while you were assisting me in my search for Soul Edge. These easily contain more information than one could ever glean from my notes. I'm sure she would want to get her hands on them. However, the real reason I value this box so much is because it contains a record of my successor completing all his training.
The fact that Voldo still remained loyal to his master long after his demise proved how much they trusted each other. Deep within the dark pit, in a hollow darkness lit only by the glow of flickering flames and gold, Voldo basked in a new, blissful light, born from Verci's everlasting trust. The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. The Manchi clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war. Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman. He single-handedly took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm. Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains. Finally, good tidings for our Lord. Huh?
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
What are you? You some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? What do you look like?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon. Now it is my turn to ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You will get nothing from me!
Battle 1. Fight!
How's this?
Battle 2. Fight!
How is this? How is this? How is this? How on yourself in my blade, and recall what you can about Soul Edge. But know this, you cannot lie to a Manji.
Manji? Mind reading?
So it is as the rumors say. Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to have searched for it far and wide, but now that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you thieves the meaning of hell on earth. Tell me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
Enough. My, what a black day this has turned out to be.
So you are the one who spread the rumors. Tell me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once! That is everything I know. But it is all hearsay. Make of it what you will.
So the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so, I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd. Even as a demon, I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you. Get out of my sight.
That looks like quite a burden, brother. How about taking a load off?
This is the sacred sutra of Buddha himself. A full heart fills not one's belly.
Buddha, you say? Ha! There are neither demons nor Buddhas in this world. If he's real, let's see him save your life right now! What the? Where'd you come from?
From hell!
This is gonna hurt! What? How is this? What? How is this?
Thank you kindly for your help. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is the beginning of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a different path, your destination may remain the same. Shiki sokuze kukuso kuze shiki jusogyo shiki yakubu nyoze. I pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
You had best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Ah, there you are. I have been waiting. Your lizard man knew nothing that could aid me, so...
Why, you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pelgaea.
as Soul Edge?
They call him Nightmare. The vanguard of High Priest Kumpetku is waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Final question. Where is this Nightmare?
In Europe. Ostrine. What have you done to me?
What? My powers!
I have failed! Pelgaea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power? This must be his doing. Such cruel. Wherever the Azure Nightmare treads, only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is my soul now clouded like my sword? No, I cannot allow the flame of vengeance to fade. I cannot.
Evil aura. It belongs to you, does it not? Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes. I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
You bear a strange power. But it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods. If it is evil you seek, I shall have no choice but to stop you. power. However, I sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's eyes and their voice. Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
I do not know. I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know my name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
So vile! Quiet! How's this?
Fight!
Ninja Sunflare! Deliver me your soul! So vile! Why do you resist? I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Do not reproach yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young, he has survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rome, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his pursuers, he did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Nicola, why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear Uncle, it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Let us begin!
Let's begin. Let's begin. Feel this?
Try to have some dignity. Still want more?
Damn it all. Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this. A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay.
Is this how my life is to end? Betrayed by a child?
He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy.
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe?
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Hi, Raphael. I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no! He left without paying!
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy. Do you not have a family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here's paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Don't be stupid.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory? First, your left leg. Then...
Filthy vermin! Unhand her now!
What's quietly unlearned?
Amy, are you all right? Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy. It's not. That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
Your blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. You must move with rhythm and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
Battle 1. Fight!
Stop this!
Battle 2. Fight! Parry! You
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm grateful for your instruction. Actually, I have one more request. This girl. I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on their heart. However, I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy. Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel. I never thought I'd see you on French soil. How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
Try to have some dignity. Still want more?
It's over! You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy! Let her go!
Certainly. In exchange for your life.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael! You dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah!
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Stupid brat!
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy. Nobody should follow us, for the time being at least. If it weren't for Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
You do too much for me, Raffi. You are supposed to be my guest, yet it is I who remain in your debt.
You have allowed two strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Battle 1. Fight! Foolish! You're worthless! Battle 2. Fight!
Try to have some dignity.
I can't bring up! Battle 3. Fight!
No chance.
Very good, Raffi. Seeing your devotion has made up my mind.
What do you mean, my lord?
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune. However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
That girl, Amy, is it? She's not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away. To an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East. Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Manifestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. In the shadows of Europe lurks a group of assassins known as the Bird of Passage. One member, Tira, was born and bred to be an assassin. The moment the evil seed happened, Tira was undertaking a mission. Under the influence of the evil seed, her group's leader went insane, causing the other members to scatter. As a result, she was cast out into the world. Through a stroke of good fortune, a family took her in. However, her newfound stability was to be short-lived. Over the most trivial of things, Tira exploded with rage and ended up killing her entire family.
This is what I was born to do!
So peaceful. I wish this moment would never end.
Who's that speaking?
Shut up. Doesn't matter who I am.
We need to get out of here.
Damn it. I know.
we can continue to kill, all by myself. Excuse me?
Huh?
Please help me.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
It's kinda difficult to put into words.
It's okay. Just try.
I'll be taking your life now.
Who cares what you think? Can't you kill without opening your trap?
But if we're not careful, we'll draw attention. And it's not just about the actual killing. If you just rush in, then you can't enjoy the expression your victims make.
You always get carried away, Jolly. Who needs fancy stuff? All you need to do is crush, slice, and bathe in blood. That's what real killing is about.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, pipe down. Can't you see how annoyed I am?
Over there! After her!
Uh-oh. I told you! This is what happens when you go over the top. We need to plan things out.
Who cares? This is how I do things. Why can't you just keep your mouth shut for once?
Why can't you? I'd have more fun by myself.
Is nothing ever straightforward? Damn it, this is so annoying.
How come it always ends up like this, even though we both like killing so much?
Hold on, Jolly. Who are you?
Been a while. Icern Drossel, the Iron Thrush.
Huh? Are you part of the Bird of Passage too?
I need your help again, Icern Drossel.
Don't call me that. I'm Tira!
Battle 1. Fight!
Hurry up and die! Hurry up and die!
Battle 2. Fight!
Scream for me! I wish it was just me. Are you stupid or something? No way we're going back to the Bird of Passage. All I want to do is kill and have fun.
Still, I want to know something. Why are you here?
Nightmare is a threat.
Nightmare? Is that someone's name?
Tell me all you know, before I kill you.
Where's Nightmare?
Just look at all this death. Such ruthless, wanton slaughter.
I've got goosebumps. I wonder what Nightmare's like. I want to see him now.
We're getting closer. We've gotta be.
That means some silly flies are gonna start buzzing around.
Did you really think you could escape, Icern Drossel? I had been ordered to kill you if you refused to come back to us.
Kill us? Just you try it.
You heard her!
one, fight!
Scream for me! Such beautiful I've already had enough of this. Ostrinesburg. So that's where Nightmare is. As long as the Bird of Passage or anyone stays out of my way, it's time to meet Nightmare.
Woo! This is where it starts to get good.
So this is Ostrinesburg?
But there's no sign of the Azure Knight anywhere.
You were both right to come here. However, you are a little late.
Is this dullard all who's here? Too bad.
I shall tell you all you need to know. If I deem you worthy, of course.
Wow, he wants to fight us!
You just became a teeny bit more interesting.
Battle one, fight!
Well, let's
I like moths. Flames.
Battle two, fight!
Little coward! Is that it? Little coward! Hurry up and die!
not worthy.
You'll have to do better than that.
I'll leave your hope in shreds. You amuse me.
I'm gonna slice you!
backward! Attack on you!
You're all talk. So, Nightmare is kind of like a puppet?
And he really killed so many people?
All is done because Soul Edge, the cursed sword, wills it, desires it.
All right then, let's go see Soul Edge. Yay!
Do as you please. You are worthy of that, at least. I am not obligated to bring you into line.
What was his problem?
That was a rather boring fight. I didn't even feel like killing him.
Who cares about him when Soul Edge awaits?
Things have suddenly gotten really interesting.
I know. I can hardly contain myself.
This is the first time we've been on the same page.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Soul Calibur 6.